Well, another disappointing result for you. What did you make of the game?
To be honest and truthful with you, disappointed with the result. I thought it was quite a tight game. I think both sides cancelled one another out. Two physical sides, but we've had the better chances. And yet again, I can't keep saying it, but yet again, we haven't taken them. We seem to make a mistake ourselves, and teams seem to be scoring goals. So, really disappointed with that side of the game. But in hindsight, I've got to say, looking at what we had last year compared to this year, the balance ain't right. We ain't been good enough.
Yeah, there's quite a few new faces you brought into the squad. Do you think it's taken a while for them to sort of blend in and gel into the squad?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you was hoping it would be a quick fix. We had pre-season to get that right. Unfortunately, too many players wasn't available for various reasons. Most of them because people wanted to spend more time out of the country than in the country, and I think that has had a knock-on effect. But yeah, it's very alarming that I've got a good strike force here and we're not scoring goals. And I don't think they're not trying. But there's been basic goals here today. You know, teams are not having to work hard against us to score goals. I think, unfortunately, I mean, Crippsy's been out for a long time, but I think he sort of give away a ball. But we're being punished on them situations where I think before that we could have probably had another couple of goals to the good. I don't think we're scoring in open play. I think we got a penalty today. I think we scored in open play against Harlow away in the replay, and I think we got a set piece against Felixstowe in the league. So we've got no goals in us. We're just really goals. The goals have dried up, and I just think some of the players are just not really giving us enough. I think we've got very similar players here, and I don't think it's what we need. It needs a complete change around, if I'm being honest. Which I shouldn't be saying that at this time of the season.
No.
But sometimes you do see players that you play against and they live on reputations. And at the minute I feel I've got more reputations than honesty and work rate. So it's something I need to look at. Really disappointing. That's the sixth game now without a win. Don't think I've ever gone down that road. My teams have always, even if you lose, you don't lose 200 pounds, but today we have. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm seeing in there. I'm seeing people doing what they want to do. I'm seeing people giving me only 3/4 of the game, not a whole game in performance. Decision making, reliability, defending for your lives. I think, you know, no matter what system I've been going with, I think that we've always conceded goals. So you could say you've got too many missing. When I had 7 missing against Harlow, I was quite happy to say, look, we've got to get some bodies back. But looking on that there, I don't think we need bodies back. I think we need bodies in. So listen, it's something that I've got to work with now. I don't think we go now to the following Saturday before we yet again go to. I think we go to Witham in the trophy.
Yeah.
So I've got really 10 days, I suppose, to have to gamble. I think gamble's the word. Ring round, finding who's available, and then making some decisions here to see who's going to stay and who's not. I don't think anybody could actually sort of moan and be disappointed if I told them it was time for them to move on. Because I've not seen that, and that's from some of my existing players from last year, and that's from some of the players that have come in this year, and it hasn't worked for us. So nothing's personal, it's just decisions that are going to have to be made, because I don't see us turning it around with what I'm watching, and that's quite alarming.
So in terms of personnel, have you got anybody in mind who you might consider bringing in if you get the chance?
Well, to be honest, I took this weekend to really sort of give the boys a chance to say, come on, you know, it's time to step up. You've got 2 centre forwards here last year, both got 30 plus goals. You've got David Knight here, who's always been renowned for scoring goals. So everybody says we've got the best strike force in the league, but if I'm being honest, I don't see where the goals are coming from. Yeah, okay, it's not easy when you miss 2 of your midfielders in there today, in Callum and Callum, obviously Conor Hogan and Charlie Kendall, but that's not an excuse on today's showing at times, because I'm sure Hashtag had a few missing as well. So that's football. But to watch what I watched out here, we don't seem to want to get on the ball. We don't seem to have any real footballers. We're just very back to front. The forwards could say they're working on scraps, which I could probably understand a little bit, but we're still getting one-on-ones. I think I've seen us hit the woodwork probably so far, probably nearly double figures since the start of the season, post-crossbar. We're nearly men. But nearly men isn't going to, they're not showing me the signs that I can allow this team that are nearly men to go on and start turning some of these losses into wins. And that's why I'm a bit concerned, because I don't think what we've got coming back in is going to lighten this lot up enough for us to push on. I think it's got to be a change of personnel. And, listen, I look at myself, it's my job to do what I've got to do. Never been in this rut before, and you can get out of this rut if you feel that you've got the honesty from the players that are going to sort of be with you and make it happen. And I think we've not made it happen, and I think you look at the last 10-15 minutes here today, I think the body language of the players looked well deflated. So that's a knock-on effect. Don't think we've got good partnerships all around the pitch. I think we just look open, and we just look like we've just been thrown together. And yeah, the results will keep being as bad as they are if we don't change it.
Okay, appreciate your time, Rod. Thanks very much indeed.
No problem.